3 victories, but right now we're going to find out who he's going to be surfing against in that first semi-final as we head into quarterfinal number 2. Frederico Morais, the giant-killing wildcard, the top 22, and re-qualify for the championship tour for next season. As we see Red getting a quick start here, just an in-out. Ronnie Blakey joined by Ross Williams. Ross, Frederico has looked so solid throughout the earlier rounds.
And I think for Frederico, he's going to be slight favorite in the seat just for the fact that he's from here.
I don't know. I was just like so confident, you know, like I was like feeling good. So Renato just came to me and said, "What do you think?" I said, "Let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready for it." And Joe said he was ready too. So that was a wrap. So I don't know. It's pretty messy out there, you know. It's kind of windy, you know, like the tide is going low now. It's all like
yellow jersey going into the final contest, which would just be a miraculous comeback from him. One of the biggest we've ever seen if he can get it done. But right now, in quarterfinal number 2, Brett Simpson. He finds a little hole there, gets a bit of cover but falls off.
That was interesting. I thought Brett was going to come out of that little barrel right there. He had a nice high line. But
Brett getting his insights. He definitely seems hungry going into this battle and really backs himself for the win here.
Yeah, he does. And he's perfectly, I think he's digested any kind of irritation you can get from.
And Simpson, with 24.5 minutes to go, picks off a small left and it allows him to get a little bit squirrely on the inside. Can't ride out of that move though.
Out with him, and he was breaking it down for me that really is this. There's plan A, B, and C today. There's get out in the water, try and find the open face while paddling around, be ready to swing and go, because as the waves hit the sandbar, anything can happen so fast. As you can see right now, the boys are out there getting him. He found a little open face. He's going to try and find the inside corner, sweeps it around, boom, tags it off the top right there. So you can see that there's some open face out there. He was able to find it right there.
Agreed. It'll show. You can't surf tentative, especially at a level which is higher than where you've ever been. He's visiting the CT, so he needs to go out there and really stir the pot. And he's done more than that so far. Cracking the quarterfinals as a wild card is huge. That is rare air that he's in. And a couple of maneuvers. You can't take that for granted. On a day like today, finding a wave where you can just hit the lip twice, it's going to be a keeper.
Quarterfinal number 3, as we see Morais up once again. Nice little left. Couple of good backhand snaps here. And he's just getting a couple of early scores on the board by the looks of things. Haleiwa. And then the Vans World Cup at sunset. How do you like Frederico's chances at making a big jump in the final 3 events?
They're injured, they're tired, they want to go home and recharge the batteries. So, it's a fair question. Like, are you going to surf Haleiwa or not? And it looks like he's into it.
Okay, well, out in the lineup at the moment, just getting squashed by the lip, Frederico Morais. And he's looking to dump a 3.17.
Way where it's a little more wild. Looks like a decent wave for Brett.
Here we go, Simpson. Gets a little float, climbs up on the foam, can't ride out of that little finishing maneuver.
Jumps out at me is Jeremy Flores. He surfs these types of tricky conditions really well.
He's been in great form throughout the contest, as we see. Frederico looking to dump a 3.17. And he gets a couple of moves done on that insider.
Staying busy.
Hopefully that's wrong, and we can get some heats underway this afternoon. But otherwise, we've always still got tomorrow.
So what time is the call?
1:45.
There you go, boys. We back on, making another call, 1:45, hoping for the wind to stay nice and offshore.
Thank you, Strider. As we see Frederico Morais finishing off a decent wave here with just 8.5 minutes on the clock. What about Travis Logie thrown into the fire?
Really tough choices in this event. The conditions have been stifling. And speaking of that, Frederico tightening the screws on Brett. That's his second maneuver. Nice clean snaps. Even gets a last closing finish, little whip wash there, some spray. So staying very busy, but out the back during that interview, Brett Simpson grabs himself a big score running, 6.17 with a couple of clean lippers there. So yeah, he's going to be energized just in time too.
Well, 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And here we go. He doesn't need a lot. Nice first turn, setting the fins free for a moment, floating, climbing up over the foam as that wave shuts down on the inside. Just over 3 minutes to go. Not a big number needed, a 3.43. With some comparisons will be 7 for this wave. Was a smaller ride.
Little snap, but he lost the fins there just a little more than he wanted and kind of wasn't in control. That second maneuver a little better before he got gobbled up. So
has a look at this one, and he gets into it. He needs a big move on the inside here. Bashes the lip. He's going to get an oncoming section. He digs in once again. Smooth flow. He feels like he got the number. How fun. We were just talking claims with him on Dawn Patrol yesterday.
That could be it.
We'll have a look out the back here. Just over a minute remaining. Frederico, he might need a score to get himself back in front. He bashes the lip. He's got something to play with here. Nice big floating re-entry. And he is looking to drop a 4.67.
Brett just surfing for a 3.43 here. You can see just a little conservative, nice snap. And he made sure he finished that last maneuver. That wasn't your typical Brett Simpson snap. You know, he was just trying to finish that wave off. The conditions are so tricky right now. It's easy to oversurf it and fall. So Brett erring on the safe side. Nice little snap there. So similar, but a heftier closeout maneuver there. More committed, just a gnarlier part of the wave there.
7 was easily the best wave of the heat.
So we kind of got caught up, didn't we, Ronnie, thinking whose wave was better just on its own, but we forgot Brett was holding on to that 6.17. So, you know, a 5.62 for that wave right there. Ooh, that is so close. There's the 6.17, Ronnie, the highest score of the heat. 2 nice committed maneuvers.
Well, I said that easily the highest scoring wave of the heat, but it's not easily the highest scoring wave. It was a strong finish from Morais. So he needs a 5.62. It was a scrappy encounter. We're waiting on the number to come through. And there it is, a 5.53. Not enough. And Brett Simpson is going to hold on to the lead, and he'll be taking on Felipe Toledo in semi-final number 1. A huge result, and Simpson elated. And he is in need of a huge...
This is huge. His career is on the line. He's in the semis at least. It is still alive.